This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
We should mention Mark Henry is also announced in this era as being signed to a 10-year, multi-million-dollar agreement with the WWF. Man, what was it about Mark Henry that Vince McMahon felt was so bankable here? Is it just the idea that he had the athleticism that at 400 pounds or whatever, he could dunk a basketball, or did he really feel like, hey, this is our chance to finally have a Olympic gold medalist on the roster? What did he see in Mark to offer such a big long-term deal?
Well, I think all those things played into it. You know, I saw Mark dunk the basketball at the NBA All-Star game. I think it was in Arizona. I might be wrong on that one, but he was at that size, could dunk a basketball was pretty damn impressive. Showed great athleticism, and for a guy that was, as you said, 400 pounds, somewhere thereabouts. The fact that Mark was African American didn't help hurt anything. We want to become more diversified. So you got an athletic, supremely athletic African American that we felt like over the long haul was going to be a great investment. We never stopped thinking that. It was challenged from time to time, but we got him the right coach. It's a matter of getting the right coaches, right teachers. And I know we sent him to Calgary. He worked out with Leo Burke and I think some of the Hearts. We got him good coaching. And then Mark started grasping the nuances of wrestling. And if you listen to him now on Busted Open or wherever it may be on AEW Rampage, you can tell Mark has evolved into a real true student of the game. And he does a great job for AEW with talking to a lot of the young kids. You know, he sits in a group with them and, during the shows and point out things and let them come asking questions. He's a very valuable asset for AEW, which a lot of folks may not realize because he's not on TV all the time. He will be now in some role with Rampage, but in any event, Mark was a long-term investment. He was a project. But you can't replace Mark Henry, Conrad. I mean, God Almighty, look at him. So he was special. He was an Olympian, and over time he has evolved into one of the most beloved characters in the business.
Pat Patterson is a part of the agents and crew that come down to break up this skirmish with Ahmed and Farouk, and it's really the first time we'd seen Pat on TV in a while. Was Pat playing hokey pokey with the company at this point? I know he's had more retirements than Terry Funk.
I don't think so. I just think that, I think at one point Vince thought everybody that was on TV should be a character at some level.
I see.
And Pat was there to lay out matches and coach guys along. He was so instrumental in the careers of so many talents, especially Dwayne Johnson. So, but Pat was Shawn Michaels. Pat babysat, worked on his angles, worked on his matches. So, but Pat did a phenomenal job there. He was a key player, without question. And so then he started getting more involved, and of course, that evolved rather into Patterson and Briscoe becoming stooges,
right?
Which is a new term for a lot. It wasn't like Mo, Larry, and Curly, and Pat and Jerry. It was a wrestling stooge, so it was a little different. But Pat was instrumental. He was a big time player.
I think Bruce would have been a good stooge.
Oh yeah, he is now, right?
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.